Hello, what team are you with?
I'm with Pixel Tailors. We're team number 11. The game is called The Wall Shall Stand.
Alright, great. And what's your game about?
It's sort of about revolution and propaganda. You play as an activist in an oppressed city, and you go around, put up posters, try to convince people to join your cause.
Okay, and how many people worked in your game?
There's four of us. We have a main artist, programmer, designer, and sound guy.
And how long has your game been in production?
In production, probably since February, so that's like 6 months or so, and we were designing it for about a month before that.
Alright, cool. And have you been working on it like consistently, or has it just been like a part-time thing for most of it, or how much?
Mostly part-time, interspersed with periods of intense stress and a lot of work.
Alright, cool. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to my review of the Dare version of The Wall Shall Stand. The Wall Shall Stand is an adventure exploration game where the player takes control of a blue revolutionary who wants to take down the red state. At first, all the buildings and people are red, but the player can put up blue posters that turn people who walk by the posters blue. The blue people can then be rallied to follow the player around and destroy red statues, which turns a chunk of the map blue. There are also many combination locks around the map that deactivate propaganda-spewing loudspeakers. The combinations for these can be found by talking to various people around the map. The world of The Wall Shall Stand is an interesting one, with many little areas to go in and look around, and people to talk to. Exploring is a lot of fun, and players will find new things constantly. It is also quite satisfying to have a large group of people following you around and destroying statues with you. I would have liked to spend more time in the world figuring out what all the combinations were and liberating the city. However, there are a lot of questions about context that are not answered. What exactly does the red state do that is so bad? People walk around looking sad, but they are still walking around not doing manual labor. Is there enough food? What are the government policies? The main character turning everything blue instead of red doesn't sound like it would really make a difference. I hope these questions are answered in dialogue with specific characters, but all the dialogue I saw were cryptic clues that basically boiled down to giving you combinations for the combination locks. Maybe the game is making some sort of point about how, as the player, you feel compelled to overthrow the government and take control yourself, even though there is no obvious reason to. I don't know. If this happens, I didn't finish the game. There are some areas of the game that weren't finished in time for Dare. For example, a factory that is empty of people. I want to know what is planned for those areas and would love to play a more finished version of this game. In conclusion, the art style is nice and the world is interesting and rewarding to explore, and I would love to play more. There is very little context for why a character wants to do what they are doing, however the game still feels compelling. I would love to play more of the game to see if more of the story starts to get going, or if this is the full game.